All right, mic check, mic check. Let me know if you guys can hear me. What's up, everybody? Salute. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Check out my audio. You can hear me? All right, cool. Yo, 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 roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. All right, cool. We got audio. What up, everybody? What happened, bro? Yo, the game was working really good yesterday. This morning, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I had a fight. My punches wasn't registering. Hopefully, it was just that guy's connection. Gonna test it out right now. Yesterday, it was good. I don't know. Yeah, that means, remember when they come out with an update, it always fucks up 1 day later. But when that shit dropped yesterday, they were connecting. So you already know we veterans when it comes to these updates. That's why I was having fun yesterday. That shit just dropped. Everything was connecting. And then I ain't gonna lie, I had a fight 7 something this morning. And it wasn't working like the way it was yesterday. I was like, oh Lord. West Side with love. Yeah, Amir Khan's pretty good. I'll tell you right now if the punches are connecting.
And it's the king. The month.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of
boxing. Oh yeah, you know I know.
Red corner. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing.
Yeah, I fought West Side with love a bunch of times. Me and him fight all the time. We beat each other.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display.
Let me see if my punches connect.
Jab to the body, trying to wear him down.
Yeah, the second right hand did not connect. All right, that one did.
Action from both of these fighters. Just missed with that hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere.
Yeah, hopefully the update's working the way it was yesterday. That's what I'm trying out right now.
Through the hook, didn't land. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
This guy got one bar though.
And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Couldn't land that jab.
What up, Aaron? Make sure you hit the like button. What happened with Riddick Bowe, man? He beat me up. You saw what happened, bro. He beat me like I stole something, cuz.
10 seconds to go.
But hopefully I can adjust to that style, you know what I mean? Because I had it for a while, but he was ducking under and hitting me with that power to the stomach. There's like 1 or 2 punches, my guy go down. I do better when I'm using Khan against that style, but you know, you can't win them all, you know? Gotta give some respect to there's other fighters out there that are really good, man. But you know how this game is. You win some, you lose some, you know? But you live, brother. You live to fight another day.
Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Like I lost to so many people on here, but Then eventually I'll fight him again. I'll get a dub. You know, it goes back and forth.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Oh.
Insane action. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
Damn, man, he caught me with that bullshit. Now he's gonna start. Oh, God. See this guy right here? Me and him fought so many times, and he beat me before I beat him. It goes back to back. He's definitely winning this round.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round.
I think I ate too much.
Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh, yeah, you freaking good with Bo, man. Shout out to you, bro. Sure, you definitely nice, man. I used to use Riddick Bowe when the game first came out. That was my main back months ago. When it was all about the haymakers. Remember that time? It was just power. Yeah, I was knocking so many people out.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fight has a real good flow to it.
What fight earlier? Let me know. Was it supposed to be like two female? Those two girls were supposed to fight. Katie Taylor. It was like a rematch, right?
Jab slightly off target.
Off my meds. What up? That fight that's on Netflix. Did I miss it?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You know that bell was...
Oh man, they gave him the round.
Here we go in round
Oh
four.
boy,
Who's going to
shoot
land the first
Khan.
big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Yeah, I think the game is not. The punches ain't registering like they was yesterday.
Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight.
Ah man, we had such a good fights yesterday when it was working.
Because if you don't, he's gonna
I don't think it's working the way it was yesterday. Look, see my right hand needs to land, bro.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Oh man, I pressed the wrong button.
Right
Oh
hook
shit.
just missed.
Oh man. Yeah, he's gonna beat me up this fight.
No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Man, they gotta work on the jabs to the stomach, man.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with the hook. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't
Yo,
care if
Aaron.
it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough
Yo,
power
Aaron, you gotta be
to
cracking
win
up.
this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can
Brother Aaron.
just their power alone.
Aaron Loso, y'all better put some respect on that boy's name.
It's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this
Boy's a
round.
killer.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That left hook is blocked.
Damn, I missed all 3 of those punches. You saw that? Not good for business, man.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
And there's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
No rest for the weary. These two fighters are made for one another. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skillful.
Yo, he quit on me, yo.
Going to surrender.
Shout out to West Side with love. GG's, bro.
And that is that.
Me and him fought a bunch of times.
This is over.
First time he quit on me, though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, wow. I was up on him. He knows he was down on the card. It's all good. Wow. I didn't even know. I thought he won a couple more than that. A good fight, Westside. I wonder if he ever came to my channel, yo. Just send him a message. Me and him fought like 20 times. Oh yeah, he knows.
They could have picked any venue in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. Juan Manuel Marquez fighting out of Amir Khan. He's Bolton's finest.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame 4-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the...
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is one of my favorite venues. All right, get the right fight, you got a night of fun.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And there's the bell for round one. Solid punch. There's a counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This theater is used to hosting concerts and plays, but tonight it's the sweet science that takes center stage.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're at a party coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but does not score. And he scores with the counter. through the hook. It didn't land. Lucky that hook didn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Marquez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose them. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You're a counter puncher, and basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
The reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little switch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice counter. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Figure out the combination to this save.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't land the jab there. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. Misses with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Marquez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Slick, worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round.
Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
Next round. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box in. Be smart. Just get your
jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do.
And there's the bell for round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. A swing and a miss with that jab. Not a lot of defense here at all. Counter punch. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Big whiff with the right hook. Nice counter shot. uppercut doesn't land. Good counter punching. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good work. You're doing good, kid.
You're better than this, kid.
On to the fourth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses of comeback.
Well done with that counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Good defense stopping that jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with the hook. That hook is parried away. Beautiful counter shot. They block that jab. This round's still... Whoa, wait a minute! This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan! Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that. And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And he just missed with that left jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. So there you have it. It is official now.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get into the next fight. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, James Toney and Terry Norris, man. That would be amazing. Yo, fellas, hit the like button, man. Get these likes up for me. Salty player that was running the entire game. That's funny.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be
That's
good.
hilarious.
I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward
Johnny
to this
Nelson.
one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest. And it's...
This
The fans are ready, and it looks like the... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Not so tense anymore. Trying to loosen things up. I like it. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Didn't land that jab. Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instructions in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
His jab just got blocked. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to push.
A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to party. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Insane action. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
You've got to get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag.
There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That hook's blocked. Hook won't score. Nice counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Exchange punches. It's all offense all the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That bell could not have come sooner. Back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight.
referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Robinson in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Should focus back at that jab back. Just box and small.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let back in.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Amir Khan is rocked! That was the moment!
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And he scores with the counter. That big hook doesn't land. Way through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can repel with just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be this.
Go out there and let's...
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab misses. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get it. Kitchen sink.
Jab slick. Just stay focused.
Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back.
So just keep him on the end of his jab. Getting your timing already.
You know, I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. You getting soft on me? The fight's not over yet.
Too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear and he'll start.
Bang. And now you're going to let him back into it. Don't worry about...
Two straight down the middle. You can't miss it.
And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows you're...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. As we take another look, you can see the body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the fight.
Shot.
That will do it. They want no more. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but... We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got...
And it's... all the talk. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Scoring hook. The straight right just misses. Amir Khan in some real trouble. And down goes Amir Khan. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
That counter shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Caution being thrown to the wind. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. So it's plan B time after being knocked. Here we go, it's round 2. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to block it.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. He threw the hook, didn't land. That jab was blocked. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won. Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They better start respecting each other's punching power. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
See that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh boy, Amir Khan dazed. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown. There's the bell to start round 5. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And that hook misses. Defense is not an option for these two. That jab misses. Good counter punching. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Amir Khan is rocked! How did they survive that?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. There's the bell for round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Looking to land the hook. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need. Here we go. It's round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Big whiff with the right hook. Beautiful counter punch. These two were made for each other. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to... Whoa, wait a minute! Amir Khan backing up! Keeping the those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home for that jab. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't score with that hook again. Nice stop, but that won't score. Throws the uppercut, but misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What